Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Belle Collective. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Now, listen, last week there was no new episode of Belle Collective, so we are picking up where we left off at the parade. So they're still down at the parade. Sophia, Soguchi, Shantae, and Sanjay are talking. Okay, now Sophia, Soguchi, and Shantae are all the same person. In case y'all forgot and got confused, all three of them are the same person. So they're talking and they're going back and forth, and Marie steps in. She's trying to mediate. Marie, okay, you were not there. It was going down, and Sophia knows it was going down. So I know you're trying to rationalize it and make it seem a little bit better and a little bit softer because it's your friend, but Sophia knows exactly what went down. So in the confessional, Sophia is still not accepting responsibility or accountability for her actions. She's like, yeah, I can't believe she acted like that in front of her daughter. I mean, I would never act like that in front of Dee. You know, we have to set the best examples. Bells don't do that. I would never. Girl, stop with that Southern Belle act. Everybody knows a Southern Belle never fights. Girl, anyway. So Sanjay is trying to have her mom's back, as she should. I mean, she isn't being disrespectful, which I appreciated. She was just getting her point across. Like, girl, we are your stepchildren, okay? And the way that you treated my mom, that's unacceptable. So Marie is asking about Star's baby, and Sanjay is telling her a little bit about the baby. So here goes Soguchi. I still haven't seen the baby. I've just seen pictures. Now you think Star gonna be running up behind you with her baby all up and down to your house when you just got into an almost physical altercation with her mama? Girl, if you don't get real. In the next scene, Tamara and that voice is straining and cackling down at the station. She said her and Damon aren't on the same page. She's like, I just really want my space, and I'm just really not even thinking about no relationship, okay? Because it was never real, okay? It was all a lie. Shout out to Carly Red, honey. It was all a lie. So she goes in to talk to her friend Quasi, who's also a person that works at the radio station. They had a show together. So they're sitting down, they're talking. He wants her to get this podcast going. So she tells him that Damon understands her growth, but he kind of threw her off, saying that all she does is sit in a chair all day. Yeah, don't be diminishing my career, honey. That job is not easy. When you are a disc jockey, you have to be on. There's no such thing as a bad day. You cannot get on the radio all humdrum. I don't feel like it today. The people don't care. They came to be entertained. You are a part of their commute. So you have to be on. It's more than sitting in a chair. Child, anyway. Tamara said, you know, it's not disappointing that they aren't engaged yet because she sees who he is after living with him, because that's when you really get to know a person, and she don't want to just rush into it. Girl, you don't want that man. You've moved on from that storyline. Let's just keep it real. You do not want that man. So Quasi is asking her about her embryos. Child, the transition of this conversation is giving choppy, honey. It's just let's have something to talk about. She did tell him that she's definitely using her embryos. Now, it might not be with demand, but she gonna use them. And she just feels like he has a few things that he needs to work on. So she's just trusting God. Now, don't just be throwing G-O-D in now, okay, if you really don't mean it. Now, if you trust in God and you know that this is just a storyline, leave him out of it. Moving forward. In the next scene, Marie goes to see a therapist to try to work on herself and work through her own issues. So she goes to see this therapist. The therapist was very attentive. She was writing down notes, making sure that she really listened to Marie. So she said, tell me about yourself. So y'all know Marie, she gonna start in very slow like. But y'all know Marie get to talking real slow, honey, blinking and thinking. So she starts telling her about her upbringing. She says she learned later that her mom was smoking, and that led to her addiction. So at first she was just smoking, you know, the Mary Jane. And a lot of people don't feel like that's a gateway drug. Me personally, I do, especially with all the things that they lace it with. You don't know what you smoking. So then she said that led to her addiction. She said one morning she woke up, she was getting ready for school, and she was looking for her mama. And so her daddy was like giving her excuses as to why the mom wasn't there. But once her appearance started to change, her dad couldn't lie to them any longer. So he had to end up just telling her what it was. She said she didn't have her mom there to teach her how to be a lady and teach her the things that she needed to know. She said her grandmother taught her how to be a lady. Her mom was in the streets dealing with the dealers. She said in school, she would be doing her work. People would be bullying her. She was getting picked on, and she was already going through it at home. Then she had to come to school and get picked on. Kids are so cruel. Let me tell y'all something. I couldn't wait to not be around children as a child. I understand exactly what it is to get bullied and picked on. Honey, I can't stand. Children are cruel, even when you are the child. Like, it's just sickening, child. And as I was listening to her, I was like, you know what? This story of Marie's, it really does explain a lot about her. It really does. She said when she had Jerez, she gave him what her mom didn't give her. And I see now, that's why she babies him and gives him everything, because she's overcompensating. That's exactly why she's taking care of him and all his kids. I cannot imagine not having my mom during my teen years, you know, as bratty as I was, honey, at that age. And as much as she got on my nervous system and still does, I really feel for Marie. I feel for her younger self, because she physically could gain access to her mom, but yet her mom still wasn't there. Can you imagine? It's like you see your mom. She's present. She's alive, but she's not well. And I know that had to be really, really tough on her. I don't know exactly how she felt, but I can only imagine. So the therapist is suggesting that Marie tighten those purse strings, stop being everybody's bank, and start to take care of herself. Marie, I just want to say this to you. I'm speaking directly to you, honey. I am very proud of you for what you've been able to overcome and what you've been able to accomplish. I'm proud of you for all of your successes. I'm also proud of you for going to therapy and on TV, nonetheless. Baby, that takes strength. Okay, it really does. Moving forward. In the next scene, Latishia goes to meet up with Sophia, Gucci, Shantae, and they're drinking some green juice. Now, Latishia is meeting her because she has PCOS and a lot of bloating, and she wants to see if maybe Sophia can help her with that. So Latishia gets in there talking about, you ain't got no strawberry drink? Ooh, this nasty. Girl, drink it. The palate of a 2-year-old, girl. So then she gonna say, yeah, Sophia in the confessional. Sophia knows this is swamp water from the Mississippi River. No wonder I got trust issues, and y'all wonder why. No, we don't wonder why you got trust issues. We know Glendale is the reason that you got trust issues, and you ain't fooling me. So she's telling Sophia about her PCOS and how it keeps her bloated and all of this. And she said, you know, in her confessional, yeah, and, you know, I'm the ambassador because PCOS is extremely rare. Ma'am, PCOS is more common than you think. Latishia, girl, drink that juice and do a little research on PCOS, because if you're going to be an advocate, you need to know what you're talking about. It is not rare. Okay, it might be misdiagnosed, but it's not rare. So she's asking Sophia about the event and how things went down and how Selena came in ready to get started. So she's still with this, Sophia that is, she still has this conspiracy theory that Latrice set the whole thing up. She's like, yeah, she brought Selena to do her dirty work. And I mean, I don't know why she worried about me. She need to be worried about Selena, the one that slept with her man, with her husband. Then she gonna say that Selena and Latrice and Clifford be in the bed together. Why do you keep saying that little slick stuff? And then when she say something back, people get mad. You know dang on well that woman is not sleeping with Selena. And definitely they ain't sleeping together in that bed with Clifford. Mumbles is not taking both of them down. It ain't happening. It just ain't happening. And why do y'all keep saying that? You said it. Kiki said it. Why do y'all keep saying that? Child, this is a fool. In the next scene, Marie stops by Keisha'S house. So she said they're working on their friendship. They come in, they have some small talk. Keisha starts talking about Fair Street. And then Marie tells her, girl, I got some tea to tell you. So Kiki is like, girl, what? So she tells her that the lady, Tisha, y'all know from last season, told her that Tambra was engaged to somebody else. So the guy that she was supposedly engaged to called Marie and wanted to sit down with Marie and said that Tambra cheated on him with Greedy, aka Damon. And he didn't want to do the show because of his job, but he looked up and saw them on TV. You sure it's because of your job? It ain't because you married or something like that? Because what kind of job? Are you in the CIA? What kind of job won't allow you to be on the Belle Collective? Child, it ain't like people just sitting. It's not prime time TV. No disrespect, no shade to the Belle. No shade to the Bells, honey. Y'all doing the damn thing. But sir, it sounded like a lie. So Keisha was like, well, I never did question their relationship, mainly because Damon is the one that told me, and I believed exactly what he said. And she was like, I just thought that they really were together. I never thought that it was fake. So she's trying to figure out how Tambra can run up behind Latishia when Keisha has never come for her relationship, yet Latishia has. Marie gonna say, yeah, the man sent screenshots and everything. You know, I'm actually gonna go meet with this man because I want to get down to it. I don't like the lying. Girl, see, Marie, and just like that, you brought me back. Marie, nah, I like you, but girl, this is not that serious. Let these people see through it. We already know it's not all the way real. None of this that y'all doing is all the way real. If we really want to be real, it shouldn't be your mission to expose Tambra. And who is this clout chasing man? That's what I would have asked. Why are you just now coming out? Who are you, sir? Baby, this right here is too messy. And you brought it to Keisha because you know that her and Tambra are into it right now. And I am so happy that Keisha did not take the bait because I know and I see exactly what Marie was doing. We already know that 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2 with the two of them being together. We know that. We don't need you to get your Sherlock homegirl on. Girl, stop making this woman and her relationship your storyline. We done got rid of Taisha and here you come. In the next scene, Latrice goes to meet with Latishia for sushi. So baby, this right here was rich. Okay, this was really rich. They come in, they sit down. They start talking about the Selena Soguchi Sophia stuff. So Latrice tells Latishia that she did reach out to Sophia to check on her. She was like, I reached out to her, but she didn't respond back to me. But what she did do was accidentally send me a text message. And it was a screenshot of me messaging her. So y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know that means that she was being messy. She was screenshotting it so she could send it to somebody else to be like, girl, look who messaged me. And I bet you it was Marie. How much y'all want to bet it was Marie? She probably was sending it to Marie to show her that Latrice reached out to her, probably saying, yeah, she was trying to cover her tracks. I can hear it now, allegedly. So Latishia looks at Latrice and she was like, well, I was going to come and ask you, you know, if you set it up. I mean, we need to take some accountability and be mindful of the people that we're bringing around. Girl, please. You brought Marie and Latrice together knowing dang on well that they were not feeling each other. Y'all had a knockout drag out in their restroom, had you crying and everything at your own event. Did somebody come to you and say, you should be mindful of inviting Latrice and Marie to your event? Did Latrice accuse you of setting her up? Okay, I ain't think so. So Latrice goes, well, I don't have to be mindful of anything. I've always invited both of them to my events. And why are you blaming what Selena did and what Sophia did on Latrice? They are responsible for their own actions. They're grown women. So Latrice was like, I feel like they can talk about me, but when I say something about them, it's a problem. So she's trying to get Latrice to come to this peace treaty because she says, oh, well, you brought somebody that infiltrated the group, basically. Child, this right here is about to be a fool. Now, Latrice, you can go on down to that peace treaty if you want to, but make sure you got your wig glued down right. Moving forward. And side note, y'all probably only get together during filming, and y'all ain't fooling me. So let's see how this peace treaty gonna go. In the next scene, Latishia shows up all overdressed for this dang on break room. They're in a room where you smash things and all this kind of stuff. Girl, why are you wearing all that? Why? Okay. Not an outfit with a cape on it, honey. I guess it's Captain Save 'em. So everybody is dressed for a different activity. I was like, this is ridiculous. Baby, this is ridiculous. Everybody was dressed for something different. Side note. Now, Latrice, you are not representing that brand right at all this season. What has been going on with you and them wigs sitting back? I don't know if it's the got to be that ain't got it. I don't know what exactly is going on with that hairline, but baby, I let you get away with it the first time when you went down to that play gym with Kiki. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to do it because, you know, the kids are here. Keisha'S talking. I'm not going to do it. But this is the second episode where that wig is wigging. Girl, if you don't slide that wig up to the front, it's giving Karen over there on Potomac. Y'all remember when Karen's wig slid to the back at that barbecue? Oh, honey, it's giving Karen at the barbecue. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. So Latishia starts off with this round table discussion talking about, yeah, we had an intruder coming in to attack Sophia. Girl, not an intruder. The way I cackled at the reach that is, an intruder. Come on now, Latishia. And you know you'll be the first one skinning and grinning and kissing cheek to cheek when you see Selena next. Girl, anyway. So she has these tables set to the side, right? So you're going to go over there with the person that you have an issue with and you're going to talk. Because she says that they like to act out and show out when it's an audience. So they're going to go over to the side. Now, TT and Kiki go to one table. That's Latishia and Keisha'S, honey. They go over to one table. Then you have Marie and Westside Tam. Now, what threw me off is, why would you put Marie and Tamra at the table when Keisha and Tamra have the issue? So Tamra was completely confused as to why she was sitting there with Marie. So Marie is like, so girl, yeah, let me just get right into it. This guy reached out to the collective and me and Latishia went to go see what he was talking about. And so she tells Tamra that he said that they were engaged and that Tamra's a compulsive liar. Her whole life is a lie and everything about her is a lie, 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 lie. So Tamra tries to chime in while Maria's talking. And Maria's like, girl, he brought the receipts. He brought this big old folder. I saw everything. So Marie gonna say, Tamra wants people to think that she's perfect and she's not. So Tamra's like, girl, I'm not about to do this with you. I'm really not. This man is a stalker. He's crazy. I'm not about to do this. So she gets up and she walks away. So she's pissed because she thought that they were friends. She's like, I thought these girls were cool with me. Like, why are y'all doing this? Tam said the man is a stalker. Now, if you say he's stalking you, I believe you. Maria's like, well, I mean, Tamra, it was thrown out. We saw it. We saw that it was thrown out. Marie, let me tell you something. Sometimes the judge does not see it the way that they should see it. Just because it was thrown out does not mean that it wasn't happening. That doesn't mean a damn thing. And Tamra gets ready to leave and she calling her lawyer, right? She's like, let me call my attorney. Here go Marie talking about, it's not that serious. You're being childish. Oh, yes, the hell it is. You start up again and I'm on speed dial with the attorney. It's definitely that serious. Tamra should have gotten him to sign an NDA like you do down at the bowling alley. Girl, anyway. And again, why wouldn't Keisha go sit with Tam instead of Marie? You know what? You and Latishia ain't fooling me. Y'all had this whole thing set up because you and Tamra had a semi-good lunch, so it was no reason for y'all to do this. This was all orchestrated. And all I got from this is that there's some lies somewhere. Okay, I don't know who lying. I don't know if the clout chaser lying. I don't know if Tamra lying. Well, we know Tamra got a little lying problem. But that clout chaser, he's lying as well. And another thing that I got from this is that Latishia is just as messy as Marie. Because why are you meeting with this dude? Why are y'all so invested? Just why? It ain't making no sense. And Latishia, you need to be worried about Glendale because he's still acting up. Him and his piece and chain in the studio with his hype man, JJ. Child, this is a mess. And that was the end of the episode. Listen to me. The episode was cute, but Latishia, you are just as messy as everybody else. And you're trying to pretend to be the peacemaker. And I'm seeing right through you. This is not sitting right to me that you and Marie went to go sit down with this man talking about the man reached out to the collective. Now, you know dang on well, if the shoe were on the other foot, Marie, you especially, when people were talking about you when this first season came and it was all over the blogs and everything, you did not want these women engaging with said blogger. But you gonna go sit down with this man and have a kiki with him so he could tell you how Tamra is lying. Girl, we already know. This whole thing is a Tyler Perry production. Child, anyway, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode and I will comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.